people are intimidated when they're asked to evaluate a really good speaker. I'm here to tell you, they're the easiest ones to evaluate because you don't have to say much. Michael, powerful presentation. I didn't hear the title. I was out of the room. That's why I asked you what was the title of your speech, and it was A Brother's Choice was the name of his speech. So I'm listening to his presentation, and when it was over, I didn't know what the title was. So in my mind, I made up my own title. And my own title, and there's an explanation behind this, is The Elephant and the Giraffe. And the reason I came up with that, I'm not telling you need to change your title at this late stage of the game, I'm just telling you, I came up with that in my mind with you as the elephant and Chad as the giraffe. Because both of those animals peacefully coexist in the wilderness in Africa. They always get along. And so, I don't know why, but I just made that title up because I didn't have the real title. So I just wanted to share that with you. Michael asked me to look at his use of the pause. Only a pretty advanced speaker would ask someone to look at something like that. Because a pause is can be very, very powerful if it's used properly, if it's not rushed. And most people in the competition, and I've done this myself, are looking at that clock. And a pause does what? It's dead time as that clock continues to tick. And that's why a lot of people have difficulty with it. A couple of places I'd suggest that you consider working on your pause. At the beginning, I heard you talking about stop and ponder. When you say ponder, pause. And the tip I'm going to give you, I want you to do every time I suggest you use a pause here. When you pause, don't think pause, but stop and be so still and quiet that you could hear a pin drop on carpet. And if you wait mentally for that to happen, you will have paused long enough. The second opportunity, you said, at the end of an explanation, you said, as long as we are friends. That was powerful, man. After a powerful statement like that, you've got to let it sink in, let people absorb it. So when you say, as long as we are friends, pause. Let people absorb it. It's emotional. When you're talking about the difference between love and hate or light and darkness, and you say, only love can do that. That's one where you want to pause and wait to hear that pin drop on carpet. Don't be moving around. When you say that, say it with conviction. And at the end, when you say, we made our choice, you're ending the wording on it for some reason didn't work with me. So I'd say, you said, we made our choice. What choice will you make? Pause. And then depart the stage. Okay? It's a very powerful story that you told. And the things that I think win championships are stories that combine humor, because you've got to have some humor, with emotion. And you did both very well in this thing. It was a very timely, topical speech considering recent events that are going on in our country. So your pause is going to help you give people time for them to feel the emotion of what you were feeling as you share that with them. And that's important because in the words of Maya Angelou, long after they forget what you said or did, they're going to remember what? How you made them feel.